Have you ever noticed that the rich and famous dress differently than we do? No one's gonna wear an everyday dress on the red carpet or at a royal function. These brands are the ones that only the super rich can afford. Stay tuned and you'll find out what they are. We're gonna cover the 10 luxury brands that only the rich can afford. Number 1. Jada Dubai. A pair of Jada Dubai shoes may cost as much as 1 million Emirati dirhams, almost $300,000. They are beautiful, exclusive, and a one-of-a-kind shoe that embodies Dubai's royal dream. Due to a series of roadblocks, the process of developing and producing these shoes took nearly a year. The shoe starts at $5,000 and can go up to $20,000 depending on the client's specifications. The collection's masterpiece is valued at $300,000, more than 1 million dirhams, and is limited to only one piece globally. Jada Dubai shoes are presented in a red velvet gold box that includes an instruction manual on how to properly take care of them. Customers will be able to work to create their ideal shoes, either by altering current models or by beginning from scratch. Number 2. Clé de Peau Beauté by Shiseido. The company was founded in 1872 by Arinobu Fukuhara, former head pharmacist to the Imperial Japanese Navy. It is the largest cosmetic company in Japan and the 5th largest in the world. Products include skincare, makeup, body care, hair care, and fragrances. The company is headquartered in Tokyo and is traded on the Tokyo Stock Exchange. The company began publishing company magazines in 1924 with Shiseido Monthly, also known as Shiseido Gippo, which contained product advertisements and advice about cosmetics and fashion. During World War II, the deluxe brand was considered an extravagance and production was ceased. This incident and the Great Depression in the 1930s caused a decrease in sales of Shiseido. The company expanded into the international market in the 1950s to the 1980s. In 1985, Shiseido was the first company to produce sodium hyaluronate, hyaluronic acid, or hyaluronan, from non-animal origin sources. In January 2018, the company acquired all of the assets of the Olivio Laboratories. Number 3. Giambattista Valli. Giambattista Valli, born in Rome, launched his eponymous label in 2005 with a ready-to-wear show in Paris, where he had relocated from Italy to pursue his lifelong dream. He debuted his couture collection in July 2011 and was immediately approved as an official member of the Chambre Syndicale de la Haute Couture. He served as a creative director of Moncler Gamma Rouge from 2008 to 2017, establishing a new language of sophisticated sportswear for the brand and broadening the frontiers for the usage of women's puffer jackets. Giambattista Valli, a leading and established name on the global fashion scene, introduced a new approach and meaning to luxury and beauty, attracting a universe of a young, modern, and an international generation of highly glamorous and sophisticated women from around the world. His work has been lauded by celebrities and fashion enthusiasts, earning him a Star Honoree Award from the Fashion Group International in 2011 in New York, and a Best Designer of the Year award from Elle China in 2012. Among those who wear his pieces are Amal Clooney, Rihanna, Queen Rania of Jordan, Ariana Grande, Kendall Jenner, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Sophia Carson. Number 4. Yves Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent debuted his first army parka in 2010, drawing inspiration from old military garments. The original design, a practical green twill jacket trimmed with button-off rabbit fur and topped with a coyote collar, retails for around $1,950. New variants include blue nylon that is hip length, white rabbit lined denim, multicolor fur lining, and cape silhouettes. Gregory Saint Laurent began the company in 1920 as a supplier and trader like Dior and Revlon. Today, the brand offers 4 distinct collections, as well as ready-to-wear ones and accessories. Ready-to-wear sales, which are less temperature-dependent, are growing, climbing 10% every season. Along with France, the United States, and Russia, Solomon views the United Kingdom, where the brand owns a shop in Harrods, and Korea as critical markets. Number 5. Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe SA, founded in 1839, is a Swiss premium watch and clockmaker. Over 400 retail outlets and over a dozen delivery hubs are located throughout Asia, Europe, North America, and Oceania. As of December 2020, Patek Philippe accounts for 8 of the top 10 most expensive timepieces ever sold at an auction. Patek Philippe built the first Swiss wristwatch in 1868 for Hungary's Countess Kosowicz. Albert Einstein placed an order with the company for a gold pocket watch in 1915, the same year he finalized his theory of general relativity. Concerns have been raised about the lack of openness around manufacturing operations and the supply of precious raw metals like gold. Patek Philippe received the lowest environmental grade of latecomers/non-transparent, implying that the company has made very few measures to mitigate the impact of its manufacturing operations on the environment and climate change. If you're loving this video, then make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying, "I subscribed," and we will personally reply to your comment. Number 6. Le Monde sur Mesure. By the end of 2018, Morel Paris will show Le Monde sur Mesure at historic Los Angeles houses as part of an ultra-exclusive private art tour. The handmade gold and jewel-encrusted perfume by the prestigious French luxury house is priced at $1.5 million per bottle. Le Monde sur Mesure, like Carl Fabergé's jeweled Easter egg presents for the Russian Tsars, Alexander III and Nicholas II, is inspired by and made for royalty, preserving the most exotic, powerful substances. These beautiful bottles await curious VIPs who will release their essence like some mythical spirit trapped behind a jeweled genie lamp. Custom perfume bottles are crafted to encapsulate their owners' legacies. 2 kilograms of 18-karat gold armor, high-grade diamonds, and notes acquired from unusual sources like Parisian roses de Mai or Himalayan ones, Le Monde sur Mesure is a personalized event in which VIP clients are invited to join from around the world on Marielle Paris's money. 2 special bottles are already in the works, one for a Saudi monarch and another for the private jet Brinks truck treatment at Los Angeles' most opulent mansions. Le Monde sur Mesure is Morel Paris's living spirit, reviving the Mason's previously undiscovered, made-to-order luxury scents. Number 7. Gucci. Gucci was founded in 1921 in Florence, Tuscany, by Guccio Gucci. Gucci operated 487 locations in 2019, with 17,157 people, and had revenues of 9.628 billion euros. That's over $11 billion. Since December 2014, Marco Bizzarri has served as Gucci CEO, and Alessandro Michel as creative director since January 2015. During World War II, Italian leather became scarce, prompting Guccio Gucci to include alternative fibers into his creations, including raffia, wicker, wood, linen, and jute. The Gucci family invented a new tanning procedure that resulted in the creation of Cuoio Grasso, which became a Gucci trademark. Gucci launched its first store in the United States in November 1953 on 5th Avenue and 58th Street in New York City. Gucci's success in the United States paved the way for its global expansion into the Middle East and Asia, with stores opening in Tokyo in 1972 and Hong Kong in 1974. Number 8. Chanel. Chanel is a premium fashion brand based in Paris, France. It was founded in 1910 by couturière Coco Chanel. It specializes in ready-to-wear clothing for women, as well as luxury items and accessories. Male and female fashion models, performers, and actors such as Margot Robbie, Lily Rose Depp, Nicole Kidman, Keira Knightley, Kristen Stewart, Pharrell Williams, Cara Delevingne, Jenny Kim, and Marilyn Monroe have all endorsed the brand's products. The House of Chanel, Chanel SA, was founded in 1909 by Gabrielle Chanel, who launched a millinery boutique on the ground floor of Etienne Balsan's Paris apartment. Chanel handbags have remained quite desirable in the vintage market. Chanel released Antaus Amène Eau de Toilette in 1981. Throughout the 1980s, Chanel established more than 40 stores globally. By the decade's close, Alain had relocated the offices to New York City. Chanel signed an agreement with watchmakers in 1986, and the first Chanel watch emerged in 1987. Chanel released Precision, its first skincare product, in 1999. In 2001, Chanel launched stores in the United States that focused only on accessories on Madison Avenue. In 2002, a jewelry and watch boutique opened. Within a few months, a 1,000 square foot, or 90 square meters, shoe and handbag business opened adjacent to it. Number 9. Dior. Dior was created in 1946 by Christian Dior, a Normandy-born fashion designer. The corporation is now controlled and directed by Bernard Arnault, a French billionaire who also runs LVMH, the world's largest luxury conglomerate. Dior owns 42.36% of L'Oréal, previously known as L'Oréal, and 59.01% of voting rights. Christian Dior's inaugural collection, the New Look, 1939, is widely credited for revitalizing France's fashion sector. A narrow nipped-in waist and a voluminous skirt that fell to mid-calf length and highlighted the bust and hips. Douglas Cox of Melbourne, Australia, met with Christian Dior in 1949 to examine the feasibility of producing Dior items for the Australian market. Jill Walker was one of the numerous workers for Douglas Cox, a couture name that now makes virtually daily headlines in Australian publications. Douglas Cox was unable to renew the contract after the 1949 season, putting these Dior Cox couture designs among the most sought-after collector's items in the Australian couture. Unfortunately, Christian Dior died of a third heart attack on 24th October 1957, throwing the House of Dior into disarray and forcing general manager Jacques Rout to consider global closure. The first Dior shoe collection was introduced in 1953, and the company had sold 100,000 outfits by the time it celebrated its 10th anniversary in 1956. Christian Dior made 14 gowns for actress Ava Gardner in 1956 for the Mark Robson film The Little Hut. Silky and rich materials were used to create the garments, yet they were softer, lighter, and more comfortable to wear. When Saint Laurent was recruited into the French army in 1950, he was succeeded by Marc Bohan, who imbued the collections with his conservative style. Elizabeth Taylor purchased 12 Dior gowns from Bohan's Spring-Summer 1961 collection, which featured the slim look, and the Dior fragrance, Diorling, was launched in 1963. In 1968, Christian Dior launched the Coordinated Knit collection, and Frédéric Castet took over as head of the Fashion First department. Number 10. Prada. Mario Prada started Prada, an Italian luxury fashion brand, in 1913. They're best known for its leather purses, travel accessories, shoes, ready-to-wear clothes, and fragrances. The company began in 1913 in Milan, Italy, as a leather goods store called Fratelli Prada. In 1983, Prada launched a second boutique in Milan's retail district, Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. Micuccia launched the classic Prada handbag in 1985, which became an instant hit. When the fashion industry took note of Prada's sleek lines and sumptuous materials, the brand's appeal began to grow. In the 1990s, the brand established itself as a luxury status symbol. By 1994, sales had reached $210 million, with clothes accounting for 20% of the total revenue, which was expected to double in 1995. Prada was also named Designer of the Year by the CFDA in 1995. The House of Prada has 40 sites globally, with 20 of them being in Japan. And if you found this video useful, then you'll love these. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying, "I subscribed," and we will personally reply to your comment.